Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Let's Try. Today we'll be taking a look at the demo of Panorama with a release date still to be announced. Panorama is a relaxing hexagonal puzzle game. For some of you, it's not going to be too much of a surprise why I chose to feature this game on my in a Let's Try episode here. It does have some similarities to both Dorfromantik and Land Above, Sea Below, both of which I am a big fan of and both of which you can find on my channel if you want to check them out. And much like those two games, the goal of this game is to place hexagon-shaped tiles trying to match what we have already placed, for points that'll in turn grant us extra tiles and unique buildings at certain milestones. I will of course do my best to explain what I have learned so far, so without any further ado, let's try Panorama. This is, as I said, the demo of the game. I think it was released very late last year. I think there's a post from the developer at like December 30th, something like that. That the demo was released, so it is fairly new. And unfortunately, I think there's a few bugs in the game that, at least things that I think are bugs. There's no tutorial in the game whatsoever, so we pretty much have to figure out everything on our own. So here we are, this is the game. There are no options whatsoever at the moment. You can play full screen or not. That's it. It is a demo, so I'm expecting that to change, of course. But for now, we are pretty much on our own to figure out here what's going on. Okay, so we have a stack of tiles over here. We start with 100 tiles. They can have between 1 to 3 different elements on it. And if you do watch Dorfromantik, you'll know that these are very much side dependent, but it isn't in this game. This one for here, we actually start with a tile that has both a house, it has water, and it has a field. It does not matter in which way we shape this one. In this game, it does not matter how you point it. These 3 different elements on this tile, they are all touching this tile right now, and it does not matter how I turn it. Now, with that in mind, let's plonk something down, shall we? We start with a green tile. We actually have one coming up. I believe the green ones, they raise everything. They do not care what they touch. They can increase water, house, farms, it doesn't matter. And as you can see here, that is exactly what's happening. I think actually I haven't noticed this before, that because this one is increasing all 3, or this one as well, and there is 3 elements. I think that's why there are 3 little shimmering lights above, and it should probably give us like 4 points total. Yes, there we go. And that is what you want to collect. See, we have down here 4 points out of 25. Every time we hit one of these milestones, we'll unlock a reward, and we'll get there soon enough, I feel. There are a few bugs in the game sometimes, I think, and we'll probably run into them at some point soon enough. Like actually already, I think right here. As we can, we just placed down this one that yielded a point off of this one because there is water. But for some odd reason, placing this one right here does not increase the water tile on this one. Neither does it here. And if we place it here, it doesn't even increase this one. I don't know what that is. I know that the tiles can have a max level. I'm not sure what the level is for these kinds of tiles that has several elements on it. I think if you place a housing tile, let's see, that can be like 6 around it. I think if you place 5 housing tiles around it, it'll be at max level, meaning if you put one more, it's not gonna do anything to the tile in the middle. Don't know if there's something going on with these tiles that they have lower level, for instance. As I said, there's no tutorial, so at the moment it's pretty much just guesswork. But here, I mean, this should clearly be affected, right? And it isn't. So there are some things that I think are bugs at least in the demo here. But that's quite all right. That's quite all right. We'll work with it. And this is a bit of a shame, actually, that this is not affected by this tile, because this does actually have both ocean and housing on it, so it should affect both of these, but fortunately it does not. Okay, where do we want to place this one? So once again, we have 3 points coming off just the one tile there, which makes it highly worth to place it out here. And I think we will. So, actually, let's undo that, because I wanted to explain something about the tiles here. We can see that what's highlighted is where we can place these tiles as well. So just like, much like Dorf Romantic and Land Above, Sea Below, we can place it next to everything else here. However, with these quest tiles here, we can place these wherever we want. So if we suddenly find ourselves in a situation where we don't really know where we want to place these around here, and that is actually a pretty good example with this one, because we don't really have any houses anywhere. We could place it here, but I think it's prudent to place it. It could be a good idea for this one to place it a bit further away. So I think we will. We could still place it close enough, like over here, for instance. So if we do get some houses, it might still benefit both the 2 tiles that we have here, but also the tiles that we're placing down. Let's place it something like that. And these tiles can be, the quest tiles, we have another one coming up, they can be completely random. They can be a single tile, it can be 10 tiles sometimes, they can be quite big, and they have, I don't know how random they are, but they have a random amount of quests on them. Like, and quests in this game, like these 2 that we have right here, pretty much tells us that here both these tiles want 4 matching tiles next to them. And when we fulfill that one, we get a boost. I don't actually know how many points we get, but it's maybe 5, maybe 10. I'm not sure, but we get a boost to our points. So it's very much something that we would like to do. Okay, this seems like a pretty decent placement here. 3 points from this one and 3 points from the surrounding tiles. Okay. And we get our first forest, which technically should raise this one, but for some odd reason doesn't right now. That's okay. We'll build a bit out here. Get another quest. Okay, fields. We don't actually have any of those at all other than this one in the beginning. So this one is, again, definitely something we want to place elsewhere. We don't have anything coming up with fields, so we can pretty much place them wherever we want. Let's place them out here, like that. And as you can also see, they also create a new border for us, so they do expand the area here quite a bit where we can place future tiles. Okay. So I get you up there. And we can see, actually, I don't know if you noticed, but some of the tiles, it's mainly forests, rocks, fields, and houses. You can always see when they grow. You can see these tiles actually started with just the one house, but when we place this one down, yeah, for some reason this doesn't matter or doesn't count right here, and I really think that's a bug because it really doesn't make any sense to me. At least I haven't been able to figure out why that would be an issue. Now these should both grow, as you can see, so there's some visual to it as well. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, right, we actually leveled up. So whenever we level up, we get to pick a random a random structure. It would be called, and all these structures do different things. But these ones we have here a bigger quarry pack, so it will fill empty tiles within a radius of 2 with mountain tiles. For the air pack, or airship pack here, it creates a zone of control and a radius of 3. And what a zone of control is basically where it'll allow us to place tiles. So in a radius of 3 from this one, we can place our tiles, meaning that even the standard tiles here, we can place them not connected to anything because of this. And we have a loudest pack, and it adds +4 village tiles. And those tiles will be added down here to this white bar. We will get tiles every time we level up, regardless of what you choose here. You will get some. I don't know if they're random or if they're connected to whatever you choose. Like if you choose the quarry pack here, maybe you'll get some mountain tiles. I think they are somewhat related, but this one, besides whatever you get from choosing it, you also get an extra 4 village tiles. Now, I think this is another bug, but if you can of course skip this one and say I'm not ready to choose yet, and you click on pick one later. If we click this one, it's not going to be the same buildings. I kind of hope this is a bug, because this is can suddenly turn into very cheesy. And if it isn't, then I don't get why why you're not just able to choose between all of them. In either case, we have some fields missions, so why don't we go ahead and get the mega dairy pack here and get an extra 4 field tiles. And now you can see we have a bunch of stuff down here. These are tiles that we can always grab if we want them. Say right up here we have a bunch of field missions, so we can literally just click these a couple of times and they'll be added on top of our pile here, so we can place them down however we want. Or whenever we want, which is a very, very nice little mechanic to keep in, to have here. It's very important, I feel, if you're going for the big score, to keep this in mind. For me, at least so far, I only have a couple of hours in it. It's very easy to forget that I have these, and maybe I play some less optimal tiles with what I'm offered over here instead of what I actually have available to me at all times. Let's check out the building here, because the building is something you don't necessarily have to build if you don't want to. I would say that there are pros and cons for both building and not building. All the buildings have a shape that requires specific tiles like this. So next time if we get up at this building, it'll be the same kind. At least I think so. I haven't noticed anything that would contradict this. They will always have the same layout. So if I want to place this right here, I would need to get the corresponding tiles and place them down as in this pattern right here, and then it'll build the building. Now for this one, I don't actually know if it gives points to finish them. That might be that might be an what's the word? That might be what makes you want to build them, right? That you get points. Otherwise, there's actually no reason to. Oh, that's okay. Still a bit buggy. There might actually not be any reason to build this one, because you cannot grow these tiles or these buildings when they're done. No matter what you place next to them, you're not gonna get points, but you might get something as you finish it. Let's we might as well find out. I don't know everything about this game yet. Maybe the houses down here is a good idea. We can place this where we want as well, but obviously we want it close to our borders here, so we can actually build it. Because this one is just a blueprint, you could say. It's schematic. It doesn't give us zone of control out here, for instance. So we have to build this within our borders, or close enough at least. I think something like this is probably decent enough. Keeps the houses sort of close to our old house or other houses down here, and it keeps fields and these, let's call them grasslands that grow everything, close enough as well. Let's place it there. And as you can see, I cannot place it out here. The game does warn you that if I place this, you can see that I'm actually gonna destroy my chances to build this building. So unfortunately, let's say this actually has a green one right here. This requires a green. This tile right here requires a green. I don't know if this is intended or it's something that they're gonna fix or add in the final version of the game. But this green right here, even though this does count as a green, it does not count as a green here while building this. So you want to keep that in mind here. Let's build it here, because that doubles up for this one with both the grassland and the rock. Do that. We'll get another rock. Should be 3 points right there. Get another quest. Very nice. A bunch of trees. It does actually show up when you place this if it's gonna grow. That's very nice. That's very nice. This should actually complete this the one of the quests here straight away, because it wants 2 trees next to it, and that's exactly what it's gonna get. Yep. Very nice. Didn't seem to get any extra points for it. Okay, this might already be max level here. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is water, fields, and forests. Unfortunately, we don't really have anywhere where that makes much sense. And you do have an undo button down here as well, and you can... I don't know if there's gonna be a limit at the moment. We can pretty much click as many times as we want. I haven't at least clicked... I haven't been in a situation where I was not able to undo enough. So, at least as it stands, we have plenty of undo options available. Yeah, we don't have anywhere where we really double up on this other than here, and that's gonna be less points than if we place it just close to any of these. So let's actually place it up here. Why not? Got another level up. Let's see here. Let's get a Mega Forester pack. I actually don't know what the benefit of this is to have it fill so many tiles. I don't know if it gives points. I haven't actually noticed. Before we continue, let's I didn't talk about this one. This is a you get one of these every level up, and it basically adds a bunch of random tiles on top of your tile pile. Don't actually know how many, maybe 5? Yeah, it looks like 5. We can click it again, and we should be at 88. Yep. Stupid fly, go away. Yeah. Okay, and that is, I think, pretty much everything I know about the game. So now it's just up to us to find the best ways. The demo is limited to 1,000 points, or until you die. I have one of those stupid fruit flies flying around and annoying me. Do we have any water house? No, nothing coming up either. Okay. Let's grab one of you. Do you do something here? No, not enough. Wow. Now that's a bit of a shame. I think we actually can't complete this mission because the game doesn't want to recognize any of these 2 tiles as housing for some odd reason, and we needed to recognize at least one of them. So this mission we'll be able to we won't be able to complete. This one we should, yeah. But again, it doesn't recognize this one, and I hope anyway that that's a bug. Place that one there. Right, we might as well place this one down as well. We need some forest. We want to keep these missions in the back of our head. So we don't want to place it like this, for instance, because then we can't complete this mission. So placing it this way is probably a pretty decent idea. Let's do that. So we have 60 points. We should get 1 plus whatever the mission grants us. Okay, it grants 10. Very nice. That's not bad at all. Let's see let's focus on the mission here. So again, we should get to 83. Very nice, 10 points. Let's place this one here, and we can do this to complete a mission and level up. Yep, Very nice. Levels up all houses, levels up all forest tiles by 1 levels. Yeah, that could actually not be a bad idea here in conjunction with this one. So, could place this near here. So we finished this one. And then we built this one, and everything like close by here will level up. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's get one of these grasslands close to the houses here, like that. Okay, we don't like have any super places for these houses at the moment. I guess we could build it up here. Let's get a forest here like this. Because, ooh, right, I actually made a mistake with this one. Yes, I made a mistake with this one because this is gonna fill all tiles nearby with forest, meaning that this is gonna be cancelled. So I think what we want to do here is make sure that we place everything out here first, with the exception of one tree, and then see if that actually works. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll find out. Okay, houses and fields is perfect up here, even with the water. We're getting 2 off of this one, that's excellent. And we're completing a mission as well. Good, good, good. Did we need field down here? Yes, we do, but not necessarily quite yet. Let's get this one actually out of the way. Very nice. That is a lot of points right there. That's actually probably the beauty of these grasslands next to these tiles that has multiple different elements on it. It counts. It gives 1 point per element it touches. So this is quite nice right there. That was a lot of points from a tile such as that. Let's. This is not going to be particularly good. Not points-wise, but we need one out here at some point anyway. And in that case, let's do something like that. Let's get these down straight away. Yeah. So these fields here are max level, which is why we are not actually getting anything extra up here. On this one from putting it here. This is a bug, but I hope. And we got a little tractor. I think this is the only thing I've really seen spawn on the map yet. Like that. Hoping there'll be more down the road. As the game gets more and more developed. Yes, probably. Let's actually build this one, because then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now we can just build this as we see fit. And hopefully it'll work. Maybe it won't, but we'll see. Forest and rock. I don't think we have anything like that. Expand there. Okay, let's focus on this thing down here. We'll get another mission here, and we probably don't want that down here since we're about to complete this one. So there's gonna be a lot of forest down there. Okay. I think that's decent enough. Yep. Okay, let's find out if this works. I don't know if this is even gonna. It did not. It doesn't count as a tree when you do it that way. Okay, should have waited with this one then. Interesting enough, and we cannot just... no, that's how it is. Fair enough. plunk you down there. Field. We don't need that over here, but we do need it over here. Got another... Actually, we could place that like over here. That should complete that mission, yes. And level up, very nice. Okay. Another Mega Dairy Pack if we wanted it. Could get the exotic farm for lots of level ups. Let's try that one, shall we? Even with water, very nice. That actually, I think that fits quite decently right here, right? It's not too bad. Could even fit it in right here, but the grassland there is not going to level up too much because these are max level, so I think this is actually pretty decent right here. Let's place it there. And we can start with that one straight away. It is to me really unfortunate that the tiles that has multiple elements doesn't count for these, because it does sometimes ruin what you could be placing down there. Let's do these ones first. We actually have a couple of forest and field here, which I really like. And then place that one there for a big old push. Very nice. And we have 2 water tiles, so why don't we go ahead and finish this one? Yeah, again, nothing leveled up, so I don't think this building is working quite as intended yet, but that's okay. Got a bunch of random tiles. Let's get 2 houses. We need them for there. I forgot to keep an eye out for how many points we got. Let's see if we can finish this one and keep an eye out for how many points we actually get. We have a couple of places where we could use a tile with both water and house. For some reason you don't level up anything there. That's very unfortunate. We can see there's nothing to be gained on these tiles to level up wise, which is unfortunate. Okay. Water and field. We don't really have anything like that. But what about field and forest? Yes, we do want that up here. Quest complete as well. We actually want another one of you here, so let's go ahead and plunk you there. That's going to be a lot of points. We would like field and house as well. Ooh, that was actually a... No, not that. We want this one. This is what we want here. Yes. Field and forest. This was field and grasslands, which is much, much better. So let's hang on to that one. Let's place you down, get that one out of the way. Yes, complete a mission, level up as well. Mega Nature Pack. Levels all forest tiles by 2 levels within range of 3. That is excellent, actually. Especially down here where we have a lot of forests. So let's do that. We can already start on it, so why don't we? Yes, why not? We have 2 missions up here as well. Let's see if we can't get those done. Field and forest, we have a bit up here, so that might be a good place. So that's 4 points. 3 there, 3 there. Okay. Could be worse, could be better. 4 points there, 4 points there. 4 points there, and a mission. Ooh, we need that one. Let's see. Okay, this one doesn't yield any points actually, so this should be a very clear indicator as to if that gives any points to finish them. 285. Okay, it does. Not a lot though. Not a lot. Okay. Well, in that case, you know, then I'm probably of the mind that I would rather say just not build them. In that case, at least at the moment. Okay, we have a lot of forest tiles. Why don't we go ahead and use some of these forest tiles? And here you actually also, at least in the demo, you want to be careful. You don't want to spam it because you can actually bug the game out if you're not careful. But you know what? We might as well go ahead and get a bunch of forest down here because it's gonna level up, at least if it works. Let's place you there. Let's get you down as well. Sure, why not? And you're gonna give us a bunch of points there. Yep. Okay, let's get this one out of the way as well. That one too. Forest and house. Anything to use for that? We could build it there. That's 3 points. It's not exactly what we want though. No, it doesn't look like we... maybe around here could be something. Sure. Why not? Okay, do we need that down here? Yes, we do, and that's actually gonna complete it. Oh, look at that. Purple ones. I have no idea what that means. That one did work. That's nice. That one worked. That leveled up everything. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ooh, look at that water and house coming up for right here. That's excellent. We don't really have anything for you per se. Up here you gain 3 points. Why not? Okay. Could also be for over here, actually. Probably better. More points. Yeah, let's do that. Level up. Very nice. Okay. I'm thinking the orchard pack. I'm not really interested in a lot of water tiles. We don't really have a lot of houses either, so I'm guessing that one will do just fine. One of these times where you could debate if you even want to build it. Could we build it over here, actually? Maybe. And once again, very annoying that you can't utilize the multi-purpose tiles for these ones, because it would be perfect with like some house forest tiles in here in the middle, for instance, actually all over the place, right? But no can do, sorry. Not yet, at least, not yet. Yeah, sure, there seems like a good place. Let's start on it, get this house down right there. Can even finish that one, yep. Seems like a very decent spot. Okay, still no water house. No, that's a real shame. Well, actually, we might as well put you down here, unless it's better up here. No, it doesn't really matter. 3 points. Yeah, it's fine. Five, 2, okay. That's a lot of points. 7, that's very nice. 5 right there. 7 right there as well, that's also quite nice. Okay, let's plunk it down. The scroll speed unfortunately is a bit slow, but hopefully something that'll also change in the final game. Nice, we get a quest. Ooh, okay, finally some rocks. Right there seems a good spot. We're already completing a quest. No, nothing of that sort down there. Okay, that's a lot of water tiles coming out. I think it's the high time to complete this one. I would have loved some mixed tile usage there, but that was unfortunately not to be. Okay, well, I think that's actually gonna be a pretty decent look. We are about halfway through the demo here, but I think we have seen what there is to see at the moment. At least that's my belief. I don't remember anything right off the top of my head that we can see. You can see up here that I have found 31 out of 48 structures. That there is usually a theme going. That there is a base version, then there is maybe a large, then there's a big, and then there's a huge, something like that. So there might be like a cafe, there might be then there's like a big cafe, maybe there's a small cafe. There's like 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 different versions of each of these, the type of building in the game, each with I think the same reward, just increased, you know. So if the base version of this one levels all tiles within 1 radius, then maybe the next one is within 2, then within 3, etc., etc. You get the idea. What the devs have planned for the final release, I have no idea. I discovered this very recently, and it's not really. I don't really spend a lot of time reading updates, etc., etc. I just like to play the games. I thought this was absolutely great. To no surprise, of course, since I do love these kinds of games. Yeah, let me know what you think. I think this is definitely it's a bit of a flawed gem, but it could turn into something amazing if they weed out the bugs and make everything a bit more clear, especially with a tutorial. For now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and to see you next week. Until then, take care.